felt like I was like looking over there. Good morning, everyone. My name is Julie. I am the owner and founder of Lady Faltey's Apothecary. We are here this morning to do our Cliff Notes version of the astrology for the week. Before we get started, let's smudge a little bit here. Got a big piece here. I don't need a big piece. Now I got two pieces. So I just have a little leaf. That's all I need. Don't mind my horrible fingernails. I have not had a chance to pay any attention to them. All right, so some for you guys. And for me, don't mind the throat clearing, sinuses, allergies. Maybe we'll clear those out too. All right, so we're gonna just put that in there, let that burn for a minute. All right, and let's pick our new card for the week. So last week's card was a blessing from your ancestors. All right, so we'll put that back in the deck and see about pulling a new card. Last week I was talking about the fact that a lot of times we get the same cards over and over again, and there's a ton of cards in this deck that we've never even got, and we've been using it for over a year. A blessing to lift sadness. So if someone out there is experiencing some sadness, this might help a little bit. So I will put a picture of this up on my Facebook page if you want to use the picture. You know, one of the things I like to do is take the picture and put it on my phone as my wallpaper or my lock screen or whatever, and work with the images that way. So that's a really good way to work with that image throughout the week. So I will get a picture of that up for you. And so let's dive right in here for what we got for this week. So we got a few things that are going on, and a few things that we'll talk about a little bit more. And then we also have a new moon in Virgo on Saturday. But I will be coming live. I guess I could do Saturday morning. There's no reason I couldn't. I usually do it during the week, but I don't think there's any reason I can't do it Saturday morning. Maybe we'll do a Saturday morning one. That'll be different. Yeah, let's do Saturday morning instead of Friday morning. All right, so anyway, now that I figured that out. So today is August 22nd. It is like the end of August already. Isn't that like something else? It's friggin' crazy. So Sun is entering Virgo. So all of you Virgo babies out there, this is your time. You're going to feel right at home and be in your place. Virgo brings sensibility, grounding, but they're also motivated and focused. So that energy is going to be coming in during this time of the sun being in Virgo. And that's the birth sign charts, the normal ones that you see, the horoscopes for it with the dates that say it goes from this day to this day. And I apologize, I don't remember what all the days are. But so that Virgo energy is going to be coming in for a while. It's about 28 or 30-ish days roughly. We're going to be feeling that very sensible, grounded energy, but motivated and focused, which I think is pretty natural for this time of year. I mean, it's always natural for this time of year because this is the time it is. But this is the time of year where we're finishing up any yard work we have to do. We're finishing up any projects that we have to do, especially up here in the north before winter comes. We're finishing up any trips that we wanted to get done for the summer. All of those kind of things are trying to be get done. So that motivated and focused energy, also being sensible and grounded and being outdoors and getting things done, is kind of just pretty natural for most of us. So you're going to feel like being productive and working towards your goals and being outside. So again, that's just basically what I just said. Today's color is white, and I picked some hematite to feel grounded. You can work with this hematite, like I said, pretty much for the next 30 days or so if you want, or you can just work with it today, or you don't have to work with it at all. But, you can work with it the whole time the sun is in the Virgo sign if you want. All right, so Tuesday, the 23rd, it's Cancer moon in harmony with Neptune. So what does that mean? All right, so Cancer, emotions might be running a little high, but so will creativity and intuition. So, there's always that kind of light and shadow part of it. But having high emotions doesn't necessarily have to be bad. It can be high excitement. It could be high joy, anything like that. It doesn't necessarily have to mean that we're emotionally a wreck. It's a good time to express yourself. So any kind of writing, drawing, painting, singing, dancing, anything that is a form of self-expression is going to be something good to be doing tomorrow. And don't hide your feelings. We have them for a reason. They're there to pay attention to. Sometimes they're not always the most pleasant feeling, but they're feelings that we need to feel them and process them and work through them so that we can let them go. Don't hide them away because they will keep poking their head out, and then you have to keep hiding it back again, and it's a whole process thing. Um, so just easier said than done sometimes, but those feelings that are coming up for you, just work with them, process them, and so that you can let them go and move on. All right, so Tuesday's color is pink, and I picked some ocean jasper that says schedule yourself in. So whether you're scheduling yourself in to give yourself a project day where you're going to go do art, or you're going to write a song, or you're going to write in your journal, or whatever it is that you're going to do, or it's a time that you might need to take a little time by yourself and work through some emotion that's there. So either way, schedule yourself in. All right, so Wednesday, the 24th, Uranus is going retrograde in Taurus. So what does that mean, right? Because we hear the word retrograde and we all kind of freak out and panic and get hysterical and stuff. And, I've come to learn that retrogrades are, they can make things messy, and they can wreak kind of havoc on some of us, especially if you are not knowledgeable about what is going on. And so that's a little bit what we're going to talk about too today about that. But all these retrogrades are for a purpose. They do have a purpose, and we have to work with the light and the dark energies. We have to work with the light and dark of ourselves. It's just the way it is to keep balance. And so these retrogrades are a time that we can take that time to reflect and learn. So I know social media likes to make retrograde like, the end of the world kind of stuff is coming. It's not. They can be challenging. They can be a little scary, but they are for our own good, really, when it comes down to it. So it's going retrograde Wednesday, the 24th. It is going to be retrograde all the way until January 22nd. So it's a long one. So keep that in mind. Like I said, I'm going to talk about few little things that's going to help you get through the retrograde. Maybe I'll do a separate little video on it later. I'm not sure. But that's what I'm thinking, that I'll do a little video maybe on TikTok about the retrograde. But anyway, some of the things that this retrograde is going to bring is you're going to have naturally coming up for you, reevaluating your long-term goals, whether that be going to school, career, buying a house, relationships, whatever it is, anything that's kind of a long-term goal. is going to be something that you're going to just naturally be kind of reevaluating during this time. You might have a little bit of sense of rebelliousness. And what that is that's that little part of you that's rebelling against that those goals. Like, okay, I know I'm supposed to have a job. I know I'm supposed to do this. I know I'm supposed to do that. And I really just don't want to. And, I think part of that is a bunch of it is around this big awakening that we're having, and that we realize that we don't have to just be another cog in the machine, that we can step outside of that and do our own things. So that little bit of rebelliousness might really just be some self-awareness and some, taking actions to being a little bit outside of what society thinks we should be. Side note, my guides think it's funny that they keep sending me the song lyrics, "I'm just another rat in a cage." And I'm like, listen, I'm working on it. I can't do it all in one day. But yeah, so that rebelliousness might be just a little bit of you feeling like you need to break free of that that cycle of things that we've just been told we're supposed to do. So really listen to your intuition and don't cling to old desires or beliefs. That's what I was basically just saying, is that like we've been told you have to go to school, you have to go to college, you have to get a job, you have to buy a house, and those things are not really things that are necessarily true. You don't have to do those things. I'm rambling a little bit today, but I talked to a very nice young gentleman in the grocery store, which is, I don't usually go in the grocery store, but on this particular day I did. And there was a very nice young gentleman at the counter, and he was telling me he is working the summer to save money to buy a van, and he is going to go travel all over the country. And I thought that is amazing, scary, but amazing. And he's like, I'm going to go see all the things that I want to go see. And I'm like, yeah, you don't have to go graduate from high school, go to college, get a car, get a job, buy a car, get a house. You can do something different with your life if that's what you want. I've always said that I want to get a big camper and drive around and see the country. And, it's still a plan someday that's going to happen. I just don't know when, but, and I kind of wish I would have done that maybe when I was younger, instead of necessarily when I'm older, but, hey, take it as we will, right? So don't cling to old beliefs or desires, especially if they're not really your desires. These might be things that maybe your parents or your grandparents have, hashed into your brain that this is how things are supposed to be. And, it doesn't have to be that way. So a little bit more on Uranus going retrograde. And I usually don't go into, like I said, this much detail on it, but I thought it was worth talking about a little bit longer today. So retrogrades are about expecting the unexpected, right? But if we're expecting the unexpected, now it's not really unexpected anymore, is it? So the chaos of retrogrades are when things happen unexpectedly that you're not expecting to happen. I know this sounds like a Dr. Seuss poem here or something. But now that we know that Uranus is going retrograde, and now that we know from August 24th all the way to January 22nd, unexpected things could be happening. People can be rebelling against old beliefs and old desires, stepping out of the box, reevaluating, their goals. Now it's not really unexpected anymore. And if it's not unexpected anymore, it shouldn't be bringing chaos to us, right? So now we're expecting the unexpected, and we're not going to get caught off guard, and we're not going to be put in this spiral of, oh shit, what do I do now? Because we know that something like this might be coming up for us. So again, it's going to be about letting go of old ways and thoughts. It's going to be a little bit about revolution. You know, I almost didn't use the word revolution because I don't think it's going to be change of something new. I think it's going to be going back to change of something really old. The way of traveling and crafting and experiencing life and being creative and enjoying the planet and things like that. So I think it's going to be a little bit more of going back into something that is old. And it is about transformation. That's what the big thing it comes down to is it comes down to we're going to be transforming. And, you know, with this knowledge and with this information, it's going to hopefully help you transform into something to something or someone better, more productive, more in alignment with your soul purpose, and not just being another cog in the machine kind of thing. So if you have any questions about that, certainly put them in the comments or private message me, and I will certainly do my best to answer any questions that I can for you. And again, I might go do a little TikTok video on it as well, but I don't know if I can capture all of that in 3 minutes. I'll have to rehearse and practice to get that all in 3 minutes. But anyway, Wednesday's color is royal blue, and I picked some smoky quartz for just letting go of those beliefs or thoughts or desires that no longer serve us, that aren't really ours. And again, you can work with smoky quartz from August 24th all the way through to January 22nd if you want. Or you can work with something for transformation, or you could work with both. You know, so there's really no right or wrong way to do that. Moving over to August 25th, it's Thursday, Mercury is entering Libra. This Libra is kind of our one of our social signs, our social butterfly kind of things. So should be and with it in Mercury, it should be very friendly, warm conversations, should be intellectual conversations. So it should be really good energy for us. There may be some sort of compromise coming up, but that's where those lovingly supporting, warm conversations are going to lead, is to some nice compromises. So it's not going to be like a compromise you feel like you were forced into making. They should be mutual compromises. And it's okay to ask for what you want in these conversations. The compromise isn't going to go well if you don't speak up and say, listen, this is really what I want. This is really what I need from you, or what I need to do myself, or whatever it is. If you don't represent yourself, other people are not going to know what your desires and your wants and your needs are. So Thursday's color is light orange. And yeah, Mercury, I picked sodalite. Even though, like I said, the conversations are going to be friendly and warm, and the compromises should be well represented. But again, if you are somebody who struggles with your throat chakra, you might want to work with some sodalite. I just watched a chipmunk go up underneath my camper. Sorry. Distracted. All right, so Friday the 26th, the moon is entering Virgo. So we've now got the sun in Virgo, and now we've got the moon in Virgo. So we have got like a double whammy Virgo energy going on here on Friday. Remember, the moon is in one sign for about 2.5 to 3 days. So that Virgo energy is going to be really strong over like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday this weekend for you. So it's going to be good energy. Again, I hit mute on that, but it's still, anyway, it's going to be good energy. So Virgo energy, again, we talked about it a little bit at the beginning when we talked about the sun entering Virgo on today, Monday. But Virgo, again, is responsibility, grounding, getting things done, tasks and projects. But I also want to remind you that Virgo is very much the sign of they want to feel like they are in service of someone. So these projects and tasks that you may be doing may not necessarily always be for you. You may feel like going to help a neighbor mow their lawn, or fix the fence that's been down, or whatever, go help them get groceries. So these things that you might be feeling like getting done may not necessarily be projects just for yourself, because Virgo is a very high sense of wanting to be in service, wanting to be helpful to someone. So that energy might be coming through for you as well. And at the end of the day, whether the project is for you or the project was for somebody else, it's going to bring you a sense of getting something done. It's going to give you a sense of accomplishment, maybe some relief. Maybe at the end of the day, you'll get a little chance to relax. My husband is a Virgo, is Virgo as a Virgo can be, and that man doesn't sit still for 2 seconds. Um, and I'm always telling him it's okay to just sit and relax and enjoy, but that's not him. He has to be up and doing something and fixing something or making something, or so it's okay to relax. But also, at the end of the day, all of these projects and tasks, and again, whether they're for yourself or for someone else, is going to help boost your confidence, that you can do these things, that you are productive, that you are helpful. So it's going to help boost your confidence as well. Friday's color is green, and I picked some red jasper that says take action. So again, doesn't matter if the list of things to do is for you or for somebody else, or a combination of both, however it is that you want to do it. Just red jasper is going to help you really feel that take action. Now, saying that, if you are like my husband, who is a Virgo already and can't sit still for 2 seconds because he feels like he's got to be doing something 24/7, this energy of all this Virgo energy, sun in Virgo and moon in Virgo, might be putting you a little over the top. Like I said, my husband doesn't ever relax. And so this might kind of push him even further to overdo it and not be taking care of yourself. So if that's the case, you might want to work with a different stone. That might be, one of the ones that we like schedule yourself in. So some ocean jasper. So if you're a Virgo, those couple of days you might not want to be working with stones that are going to help you take action. You might want to be working with stones that are, schedule yourself in kind of thing. So, these are the stones I show are just kind of a general. And again, you certainly don't have to work with those particular stones. You can work with other stones, but it really does depend on where your placements are in your chart and how the energies are affecting each one of us differently on what stones you actually might really want to be working with. So, all right. So Saturday, the 27th, new moon in Virgo. So new moons, we know, are about manifesting things we want in our life. And Virgo, we just talked about plenty about being sensible and grounded and responsible and focused and wanting to be in service. So all of that energy is going to be combining with the energy of the manifesting that we're going to be doing. So my suggestion is to make a list of all the things that you want to be manifesting, and maybe narrow it down to a couple. You don't need to, but I like to make a list of like all the things that I want to work with. And then I can kind of go down and go, okay, well, these are the ones I really want to focus on. Or sometimes you might go down the list and go, well, these are two different things, but they're really all about maybe confidence, or they're really all about being happy. So maybe you can kind of find a more major theme in them. Or sometimes I just tell the universe to manifest what it thinks I need, because I really believe that the universe knows what I need more than I do. um, Also, pay attention to some flashes of insight during this new moon. So something may just randomly come to you that seems like totally out of the blue, and pay attention to that. And I've said this before, and I'll say it plenty of times. If this flash of insight comes to you when you're in the car driving or in the grocery store or whatever, and you're just really busy and you're like, listen, I can't really deal with this right now, write yourself a note, write yourself a sticky note. I tend to pull up myself on Messenger and send myself a message. And then when I get home later or whatever, and I'm checking my phone, I'll see there's a new message for me and I can go back and get it. Whatever works for you. But write it down, jot it down, send yourself a message or a note, and go back to it when you have a chance, to really kind of dig into what that might have meant for you. So usually there's messages in there for us. We just really need to pay attention to them. Sometimes they're confusing and sometimes they're hard to figure out. I find usually sooner or later, I'll be like, oh, that's what that meant. So Saturday's color is dark green, and I picked malachite. And time for transformation. So when we're manifesting something, we are working on transformation. And as well as this Uranus retrograde, about reevaluating and everything, again, like I said, it's really all comes down to it's about us transforming. So I think malachite could be a really powerful stone to work with. Again, maybe during this whole retrograde, maybe just during the new moon, whatever works for you, whatever you feel called to do. But this one might be an important one for you. All right. And to finish out, anyway, Sunday, the 28th, Venus is in tension with Saturn. So again, when we hear the words intention, that kind of is like, bad. But it's not necessarily bad. Again, these things happen for a reason. So even though this particular energy on Sunday might be making us feel a little lonely, like we might feel like we need to get some connection, it's really actually going to be a good day to not. I know that sounds weird, right? But during all this time of transformation and this reevaluation and everything, I think Sunday is going to be a really good day to give yourself some time. Spend some me time. Go for a walk. Don't go for a walk if it's dangerous by yourself, but maybe spend some time by yourself going for a walk, take a hot bath, go sit next to a waterfall, whatever it is that's going to kind of help you feel that Virgo grounded energy, that we're going to be outdoors. We're going to feel connected to Gaia, but we're also going to be spending some quality time with ourselves as well. So some self-care in there for you. And, if you really feel like you really need that outside connection, my suggestion would be to use social media for that on Sunday. So if you're really feeling like you need to have a conversation or connect or express your feelings or whatever on Sunday, my suggestion is use social media. Private message me, a friend, whoever, to talk about some stuff that's, whatever it feels like you need to talk about. And get that connection of, okay, I'm expressing myself, I'm connecting with someone, but you're still kind of, it's not a day that you're going to want to go out in society and be at a big social gathering kind of energy. Is basically, take this time to sit with yourself and reflect on things. And again, we're going to have that combined energy of the Uranus retrograde of reflecting and reevaluating, as well as the new moon energy of new beginnings and transformation. So even though it's all really positive, good stuff, it can be a little heavy. You don't have to carry it all by yourself is basically where I'm going, I guess. You can reach out, you can, phone a friend kind of thing, and get some connection that way for you. So Sunday's color is cream, and we're going to finish out the week with some pink opal that just says, be kind to yourself. So whatever it is on Sunday that you like to do, that you want to do, just go do it and be kind to yourself. People are really hard on themselves a lot, and they just let that shit go, okay? It wasn't very profound, but let the little things go. The whole I don't want to say pick and choose your battles, but it's kind of that same mentality. Like, don't beat yourself up for little things all the time. It's not worth it. And I guess I'm just called to ramble today, but I saw a post this morning about somebody receiving a lot of negativity in their life. And, and I'm not going to go into details about that, but if it's social media and somebody's being negative, you block them. Just get rid of it. You don't need it in your life. But don't be hard on yourself, and don't worry about what everybody else is thinking about you. And again, I know that's easier said than done, because we do tend to worry about what other people are going to think about us, or how other people are going to judge us. And that's really not our issue. That's their issue. And you don't live with them. You're not on this planet to make all those people happy. You're on this planet to be who you're meant to be and do what you need to do to make you happy. And who cares what the hell they think? You don't live with them. The people you live with are the people you need to worry about, being on the same page with. People that are in your household. Everybody else, it's their problem what they think of you, and what if they're going to judge you for things they don't fully understand or they don't fully know about. So don't sweat that stuff, and don't be so hard on yourself about things, because what's the point of beating yourself up? If there's something you don't like, work on that transformation and change it. So that's where I'm going to end for today, because I could keep rambling and keep going, but I'm not going to. And so I will see you guys all Saturday morning at 8:30 to do our new moon in Virgo video. Can't talk now. And as always, remember to be kind. Your kindness is not only going to improve your day, it's going to improve somebody else's day. And it could potentially change someone's life for the better. And it could be your life. And it doesn't cost us anything. Thanks for watching, guys. Love you. Bye.